first and 10.
Go! 60 Eagles! Hey, hey, check that. Check Cougar 19! Huh.
They'll start the drive with Achan. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. That was Jermaine Johnson there to make the play. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing now, off play action. Buying some time left. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
A little bit of chaos, right? I mean, play breaks down, trying to find a connection and get on the same page, just couldn't do it. I'll tell you this, though, and what I do like is you live to play another down. You don't risk the interception, and you throw it out of bounds.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Viking 18! 7 Pirates! 7 Pirates!
Throwing with a blitz on the way. He puts some air under it deep. He's got it inside the 25. And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers take a 6-0 lead right away. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That one right down the middle. And the Packers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Man in motion here. From the 26 on 2nd down. Chased out to his right. His first throw is an interception. Picked off by Dax Hill. And the Packers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
And I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead.
Let's go now. Take go.
Wideouts getting involved in the ground game. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. A game-breaking play there, stunning the defense and giving this offense one for the highlight reel, baby.
Yep, just put another one on there, Kate. He is a threat to score anytime he touches the ball. The defense, well, they had him ready to go. They were ready to body him up in coverage, but receivers today, and we see it all the time, the best of them, they don't just do it through the air. They can use their legs as a weapon. That's a big-time touchdown run.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Now Daniels off the play action. Taken in by Pierce. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Daniels on 1st down. Completed to his running back. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. It's across the line for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders make it a 1-score game. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there. Not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense, and that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Well, the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He's on the move. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover, wisely throwing it away.
Go!
Throwing off the play fake here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Fourth down punt coming up. Ethan Evans out to do the honors. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. That's going to be a highlight there, a 68-yard punt. And the Commanders will go on offense. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's a give up the middle. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Daniels back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance. This offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing now, Daniels escapes the pocket. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Dax Hill. And the Packers have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Running with A-Chain out of the gun. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Let's go now.
They go play action here. It is Cup left side. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Back now, pressure on its way. The throw is caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Working quickly here.
60 by 6. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ring it. Cowboy 80. Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That one's complete, right side. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Ready to go with the 2nd quarter. It's the Packers with it inside the red zone.
Ready. Check. Panther. Bronco 80. Check go.
Pass play on 1st and goal. He's on the move. And he's got it. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers parlay the interception into points. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Reichert on for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers double their lead to 14. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Has this at the 6. Finds some space, he's past the 30. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Play fake here, Daniels. Hits his running back. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. Here's a handoff up the gut. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Daniels. He gets this one to McLaurin. And he's brought down after a short game.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Caught by his back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Third and short, Daniels. And they will score. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders make it a 1-score game in the 1st half. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return coming from the 6. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Blown back, it's the handoff. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8. Set up. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Take go.
From the 36. That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line.
Kid, I was on the field with a young high school quarterback just last week, and I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other, and give him a chance to make a play.
Putting a receiver in motion. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. He finds McConkey. And he's out of bounds past midfield. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be 1st down Packers.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Throwing from the gun here. Completed left side to Thomas.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. We're to the 2-minute warning from Lambeau. The Packers are on the move here. 1st down, ball at the 36.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. That's caught. Devon Achane. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, a give to Achane. And he's down into the red zone. This run gets to the 18. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the 18 on 2nd down. Got a man, it's Thomas. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Now a give left side. And this is going to be a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers will add to their lead at the end of the half. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. Reichert on for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers double their lead to 14. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Only 17 seconds left for him as they begin this drive. Now Daniels off the play action. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he'll head out of bounds at the opponent's 35. It goes for a 38-yard pickup. And the Commanders will have a first.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Daniels on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. They connect on the deep shot. And that's a Washington touchdown. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. One last play before the break.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Huh.
He'll throw it. He lobs it deep middle. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And this one does not go far. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Another carry for him. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. The Packers take their first time out, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Third down, 1 yard to go. Back-to-back carries here. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Back to the well again. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got second down. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Daniels now. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Has it left side, Brock, but the throw carried him too close to that edge. They're going to say he brought it in out of bounds, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
You know, Kate, that's one of those instances where you try to walk that tightrope on the sidelines. Problem is, on a throw that far down the field, that is so hard to do, so difficult. I love the effort, just couldn't quite find the execution.
Looking to throw. And they won't do it. That ball's incomplete on fourth down.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Here we go, here we go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's a throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. A-Chain on the inside give. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Here we go, sack.
From the 19. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up third down.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Ready? Go.
They'll run it here on third down. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But, Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And, in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
Will Reichert now to try the field goal. This a 39-yarder from the left hash. Smith able to put it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
You know, you look at that third down play, looking back, and it really turns into a three-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
Here's Reichard, set to kick this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. This return makes it up to the 25. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
60 by 6.
They're going play action. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Catch is made down the right sideline. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. He's got it near the 8. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Making defenders pay for trying to tackle him. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, maybe to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Commanders shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able.
The kicker gets it. Oh, it looks like he's going to throw it. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, that's a call I'll see in the college game, but it's pretty dead and gone in the NFL, and for good reason. Even when you catch him off guard, the chances for success are extremely low. Can't do it.
Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Throwing now off play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
We've got enough data now through the years to understand that an explosive play on offense, more often than not, leads to scoring. We also know if you can create a negative play defensively. In a tightly contested game like this, every play matters. And to get that negative play, put this offense on their heels, exactly what this defense needed.
Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long.
Let's go now. Go.
Trying again following the sack. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Second. Cowboy 80. Ready?
Now they'll throw out of the gun. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
The Packers send out their punting unit. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. This is away, and once again, he's caught all of it. And it's the same as a touchback here. This one down right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Ready? Bronco switch, Bronco switch. Let go.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve.
With the score.
It's Commanders football, and they'll get to work coming into the quarter trailing. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Play fake here. Daniels connects on the crosser. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Let's go.
Daniels back to throw. Fires right away, but incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect. And all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Daniels throwing on third. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
Oh, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
Running back sent in motion. Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They'll run here on first down. And he gets this forward to the 19. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down. They give it to him again. And he's stopped down at the 16 after a small gain. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Ready? A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7. Come on, set!
Here's a chain up the middle.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Unlock right, unlock rock, Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Looking for a throw here. They did it! He made the interception! Quan Martin with the pick. And the Commanders have some new life in the 4th. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a 1-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Play action on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. That was Terry McLaurin on the target. So it's 2nd down coming up. They'll run here from the gun. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he gets very good yardage there. That's down inside the 10. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. They give it to him up the middle. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They only get a yard that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Let's go.
Back to throw it. The back's got it.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the 1st down.
Desperation time here on 4th. And they will score. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders have taken the lead late. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for 1 more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
And he shakes out the pressure to nail the point after, and now an opposing field goal would only tie this game. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level, they want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
Setting up to pass. Caught by his back. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. And they got there in time. He's taken down. The Packers trying to hurry to the line. To throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball. Incomplete. Couldn't find Brian Thomas Jr. on that throw. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Chop 60.
Throwing now. Trying to push it deep downfield. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's its 2nd. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Let's go now.
He gets this one to McLaurin. It's inside the 10. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
A touchdown will put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. Plowing up the middle. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
So it's a win on the road for the Commanders. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
Okay, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Commanders as we say so long from Green Bay.